Hey, we on podcast, bro.
You're not special. like, dog, I just had like the hardest work week ever because all this dumb stuff kept coming back, and then more dumb stuff came back, and my boss was like, "Hey, bro, let's have a second part to your review. We'll just talk it out. It'd be great. Don't worry about it." All this stuff, bro. Had a good ass enlightening conversation. I was like, cool, I'm gonna go get some food. Went, got some food. Coming back on the way home, somebody kicks up a rock, cracks my windshield. I was like, awesome. Spent $470 on a major service for my car yesterday.
At least you didn't get scammed by a Nigerian check scam.
Was at least royalty.
Nah, bro.
You got scammed by a commoner. You're garbage.
I know, and that's the worst part. Okay. I don't know if I talked about it last week, because I know it was going on when we were recording last week.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
So I got hit up on Indeed in Monster about a videography job. And it was crazy because it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was 4 days a week for 5 weeks, and they were gonna film a film.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, so we're gonna have you rent out the equipment. We want to pick up the equipment as soon as possible. We're gonna send you the money first. You're gonna get the cleared, and then you're gonna go pay for the equipment that we're gonna be renting."
Yeah.
Which, in my mind, I was like, sure, why not? Yeah, that was a horrible idea.
You know how I know it wasn't an African scam?
How?
Do they speak English perfectly? Good enough to actually trick you?
Yeah.
Because them emails sometimes are trash. They're like, your aunt in Ghana is fucking kidnapped. Give us $30,000 to save her. And I'm like,
what?
Yeah. But then it's not even perfect English, so you're like, nah, this ain't real.
Nah, it was pretty good English.
Better than yours?
I mean, yeah, my English is pretty trash, honestly. I speak that weeaboo English. So, it's just not perfect.
Don't ever say it again in your life.
But no, real note, real schwitz. Yeah, I wasn't happy.
Yeah, that was rough.
I mean, good thing that I called my bank and asked them hey, is this check legitimate? After I cashed it. But I asked. They didn't scam me. So I guess what the scam is that they you deposit the money in your account.
Yeah.
And apparently the bank just clears it in X amount of days.
Yeah.
And then you'll pull out money, but by the time the bank notices hey, this check isn't good, they have already cleared the full amount.
Yeah. And
they're just gonna take it back out of your account. And you've already taken out the money, you've already spent the money on something.
So then you just end up negative?
Yeah. Apparently you're supposed to apparently what I saw online, because I did research it, you would take the money out and then you would wire it to whatever services you're providing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And then you would just be negative. Because then they leave you enough for you to spend, a good chunk for you to spend. And you want to spend it because you think it's a job.
Yeah.
And then bam.
And then you got to pay back the full amount?
Yep.
That's trash. That's super trash.
So this week I learned, make sure you have more than one bank account. And don't trust scams. Don't trust sketchy checks.
Or job listings. Or offers.
The thing is, it was an offer. It wasn't even a real listing. So I was a little upset as spaghetti, bro. I'm not even lying.
You were a little stressed.
Little stressed.
You know what? A little stress is good for everybody.
I feel like stress builds character, so.
At least that's what my boss told me before I cracked my windshield. Well, got my windshield cracked.
I heard you were on that high for a minute.
What you mean for a minute? The conversation was an hour, went to lunch, and on the way back, it was 30 minutes. It was horrible.
Sorry, dog.
And I was like, oh, back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
I knew you were going to go there with it.
For everybody who has just listened to the first couple minutes of this podcast and don't know who we are, my name is Hip Nerd Mars.
And mine is Milz.
And this is the 4 Planet Podcast, your pop culture podcast of choice. We really just it's literally just a show that we talk about things on.
It's whatever. We get our thoughts out, you know.
Yeah. If you guys notice, we have a couple episodes up. So if you guys want to check out our thoughts on Captain Marvel, R. Kelly versus Michael Jackson, and other such things, you can check out last week's episode. It'll be down in the description or somewhere around on the screen or at the end card at the end of this episode.
Yep.
And if you guys like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow us. We make episodes every Tuesday. They go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Yep.
And starting soon, we will be uploading content about twice a week. We're going to be doing like little mini bonus episodes and stuff.
Yeah, bro. And I see you out here looking all fresh. I almost said this morning. It's not morning at all.
No, it is like late. Like I think our internal clocks are so screwed up.
Yeah, that LA trip was rough.
Yeah.
It was worth it, though.
Worth it.
Got to see Don Wall.
The king.
Papa Wall. Ramon Dan. Whatever you want to call him.
Oh, man. My boy go have that third seat one day once we expand.
One day.
You know what? I was thinking this. Like,
girl gonna be salty as shit.
You're not lying. Like, we're talking about, like, when we move and when we, like, find somewhere, like, new to live.
Yeah.
And depending on how this podcast go, we would have to think about the podcast wherever we go. So, you know.
Let's do it in the living room.
True.
Wherever we go.
I mean, it's just lighting and a camera and mics. Like, it's not like we need, like... Unless we start doing more, you know, our new business venture we're dropping later this year.
Yeah, man. And knowing your ass, you'll have a dual purpose for this couch and that camera.
Oh, man. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's why we want you guys to subscribe. Let me put my drink down.
Nah, bro. Hey, put it somewhere you can reach it, because I made that fatal mistake, and now I'm looking from the outside in, bro.
Plot twist.
I'm on the outside looking in. There
Plot twist. I got water right here.
Oh, yeah.
Stay hydrated, boys.
Nope. I'm going in dry.
Miles, what are we talking about today?
Just a bunch of stuff. Life in general.
Life in general?
Life in general.
I mean, but we do have some like pop culture stuff to talk about.
The greatest Florida man of all time.
Oh, my God. Pull that article up. While he pulls the article up, we're going to be talking about Florida man. Yeah, that's me. Oh, man, we should just have a segment on here called Florida Man.
Dude, it would never compare to that video that you showed me a couple days ago.
We were watching... Oh, man, it was like, what, The Daily Show?
Yeah, I think so.
That was crazy. That's a funny one. We're also going to talk about James Gunn being rehired by Disney for Guardians 3.
Yep.
And kind of the cool little rumors and stuff behind that.
The wildest, most horrible story I've ever heard about, like, non-consensual sex.
Ooh, yeah. So we have a doozy. So let's go some life stuff. We'll talk about Florida Man. We'll talk about the worst. I feel like every week we have to talk about something political. But I always feel like it's just a funny, like, angle on something political.
Hey, man. This one isn't even in the U.S. For once, it's not about us.
Yeah, once we're not the shittiest.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that shooting.
Nah, I'm not.
I'm scared.
Nah, I'm good. Not this time.
Bad. I feel horrible.
Oh man. Send me that link when you can.
Which one?
Florida Man.
Oh, okay, I got it right here.
On a note, guys, if you guys have any suggestions about stories that you guys see, so I know this is going up on Tuesday. We usually record these a little bit later in the week. So if you guys have any suggestions on stories, make sure you put them in the comments down below. Topic, like just put a link down there or something, and we'll check it out. You can also tweet or you can follow our Instagram at Fourth Planet Podcast and leave us story ideas there in our messages. We will answer all of them.
He won't answer all of them. He didn't give me no info. He's a liar.
First of all, I gave you all the info, and you were just like, "No, I'm not doing none of that."
Where?
I ain't doing. I was like, "Hey, here's the." I was like, "Here's the password to everything," and you're like, "No, I'm good." Yeah. No, I told you what they were, and I was like, "I'll text them to you," and you were just looking at me like, "No, I'm cool, champ."
Hey, bro, text them to me for real though after this.
I'm down.
All right.
So, as we talk about the most fuckery thing, I'm just gonna read this headline, and it's hilarious. Florida man brought AK-47 pistol to school after upsetting call from son.
Yep.
Florida man, just know it's a Florida man. We don't know
his name. They don't give his name. He's just a Florida man.
No, they give his name, but
that's the title, bro.
A Florida man.
It's
I
an
feel like
honor to be a Florida man.
I feel like that's a good movie idea. A Florida man showed up to a junior high school with a loaded AK-47 pistol after his son video called him saying that he was slammed by a teacher, according to police.
You know what? That would be a good movie idea. Let's do it, and let's start Tommy Wiseau. That would be legit.
Ooh. Christopher Freeman. It would be last name Freeman.
Yep.
Revolutionary.
That's how you know it's a black man.
Christopher Freeman, 47, showed up to school visibly upset on Monday because of the alleged incident. He was arrested at Bear Lake Middle School and charged with possession of a firearm on school property, aggravated assault, and disruption of a school function. The school assistant principal told Freeman, the school assistant principal told police Freeman told him an ambiguous threat call that you're all dead in relation to the incident with his son. A school resource officer said he located Freeman in front of the school main office with a gun sticking out of the front of his pants. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna read. Oh yeah, I should have totally put this in arm's reach.
That's legit, bro.
I mean,
That's the best father of all time. You need to drop them charges.
I'm with him. I'm with like. I mean, I would. Clearly, he has some anger issues. I think if you go do anything to the man, just send him to some send the boy to some anger issues. But what are you gonna do with your kid? What are you gonna do about it when your kid calls you FaceTime saying the teacher slammed him?
Oh, he's getting fisticuffs off bat. He could have left the gun in the car. He could have just fucked him up. Messed him up.
Is that where he went too far on this one?
No, he didn't go too far. Bro, I hope my voice doesn't crack the whole time still while I'm trying to get better. If I had a kid or a stepkid and something like that happened, oh, bro, I'm tearing that whole school up.
You better call me.
I'm tearing the whole school up. I don't give...
That rage fit I had earlier today, bro.
You're not finna mess with my kid or stepkid.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me when you call me.
Like,
you just gotta send me that text message. I need the goddamn devil man.
Like, listen, if my kid messes up and he gets punished, that's different. But if you get physical with my kid, my theoretical kid, it's a wrap for you. I don't care who you are.
I'm surprised my kid is so well mannered at school, honestly.
I am too, because she's a monster outside of it.
True. You I walk in I went to go pick her up the other day and she was just chill, bro. Like, I was like, who's this angel? Where's my daughter at?
She's there as soon as you get in the car.
Yeah, the minute we get in, I want crab legs. And I was like, man, I should have just left you.
Bro, you should have never, man.
My kid got bougie taste.
Yeah, you remember last week how we were talking about your expensive taste? You should have never introduced your kid to that, because now it's a wrap, bro. You better bring 8 whole crabs every birthday party.
Oh, God. That's wild. But I can enjoy the cheaper food.
But she can't now.
But I mean, I don't want to be I don't think he went too far, and I don't want to sit here and just oh man, this man's bad because he didn't do this, this, and this. I don't know. Did he bring the gun because he was planning on using it? I mean, clearly he did not use the gun, because if he was really trying to use that gun, it wasn't just using it as a force, a object of force. Yeah. He would have just shot at the front office when he came in.
I mean, listen, realistically, in real life, you're going to have to charge him with something. But morally, in my heart, bro, you can't touch somebody's kid and expect them not to go berserk unless they're just a horrible parent. That's how I feel about it.
I am just... The AK, the AK, though, the AK,
it couldn't be anything regular.
I had to remind myself what the AK looked like. Bro, the AK ain't no joke, though.
No, it's not.
He could have brought a handgun.
But you know what else ain't no joke?
Getting your kid hit,
Exactly. It's not even your kid. You not hitting your kid. Somebody else is hitting your kid, and that's unacceptable.
I wonder if he had a different gun. I wonder if he was before he went, he was like, man, what am I going to bring? Am I going to bring a pistol?
Fool look like the Punisher, just opened up the closet, had his whole,
Could have brought the machete. But nah, he had to get the AK, the Draco.
That's more merciful, bro. I'd much rather get shot than, hacked.
I'm just saying,
I know it's aggressive either way.
I think it would have went too far if he actually had harmed anyone who was not involved.
You know what? I think this is actually a normal story because it took place in Florida.
We can't be mad at the Floridians.
Just gonna do what they gonna do, bro.
We can't blame this on the culture of the Floridians, bro.
Can't.
But man,
That's just life around there.
I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, he didn't really hurt anybody, and I would have been perfectly fine if he would have like just beat up the teacher. He didn't kill anybody because we would have heard a different story if he would have killed somebody.
Yeah.
We would not be sitting here joking around with him, but maybe it is just Floridians.
Florida man. Yeah, that's me.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy, baby. It's crazy, baby. I think I would do the same thing, too. But then I got a girl, so if some male teacher was, like, beating up on my kid, nah, bruh.
I don't care what gender my kid is, if I have one, or step kid. It's, nah.
I think I would give permission to my son to beat someone's, like, if an adult I tell this to my daughter, but if my son was like, Dad, I beat up this guy because he held his hands on me, I don't think I'd be mad. But then again, okay, so this is funny. This is crazy. Let me put some like real context to this. So this week in my class, though, I had a young man put his hands on a young girl because she was making fun of him.
Yep.
Now, because as an educator, I'm like, damn, like, you can't do that. Like, bro, like, everybody, like, if this was any other moment, you'd be instantly suspended. If any other adult caught you, you'd be suspended.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to teach the kids, like, hey, this isn't, like, you don't go straight to physical violence with people.
Yeah.
But then again, when it comes to my own personal kid, yeah, I'm not going to be mad. But I think there has got to be validity. Like, if we're talking about an adult to a child, that's one thing. Yeah, shout out that adult.
You know what? That teacher must not have been a parent.
True.
Because he probably didn't understand, like, bro.
Or he was an aggressive, abusive ass parent.
Yeah. One of those two. That got to be the only option.
But in middle school, like, I think teachers are the most boldest in middle school.
But you know what else, though? Kids are the boldest, too. Kids think they're grown. I thought I was grown when I was, like, 13. I was like, I wish somebody would try and snatch me up off the street. Man. Bro, I was, what, 90 pounds? Like,
if that.
I wasn't going to do nothing.
I was pretty bold. Wait, yeah, I was pretty bold when I was 13.
You bold now.
I am bold, but I'm a grown man. I pay taxes. I pay property taxes now.
It's true.
I get to be bold. Somebody come to me acting a fool, I'm smacking the mess out of them. I wish. This ain't no joke around here.
Nope.
But let's see. I don't think I've ever wanted to get physical with an adult when I was in middle school, though. I think I was really lucky and really low-key blessed to, like, go to a middle school where I went to a really bad middle school, though. But nobody, like, I wasn't fearful for my life. I wasn't fearful that a teacher was going to snatch me up.
Not like our parents was. They had the paddle and everything. But I also want to know what the kid did to get to that point.
Yeah, because there's always two sides to the story. There's always, like, what did you do or what type of people are you around at school?
Yeah.
Because I've known a lot of people who get in trouble because they hung out with the wrong crowd and you just get associated with that.
Bro, I did that every year, bro. Every year. I think I did something like 1 year. But every year in elementary school, somebody around me did something stupid. They got me in trouble. Like, you know, the crappy one where you had to take it home and have your parents sign it.
Oh, God.
It was 1 a year, dog, every time. I remember one time, this dude told me to call one of my friends a hoe. And I was like, all right, this is fourth grade, bro. I was like, I was 9.
You didn't know no better.
I was like, hey, bro, are you a hoe? And then so he turned and asked the teacher, like I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to put her business out there like that. But he was like, oh, what's a hoe? And she was like, why'd you say that? She was like, oh, Miles asked me if I was one. And I was like, bro, he just asked me to ask you. I don't know what that is. And then she got mad. I think she sent me somewhere. If not, she was just like, maybe. Or she was just like, don't say that, blah, 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 this and that. And I thought that was it. I was like, okay, like, my fault. He asked me to say something I didn't know. I asked him, he asked you, like, my bad. And she's like, you need to take this note home to your parents, get it signed, all this and that. I was like, bro, why? Because of, like, ignorance? Like,
because you don't know?
I just didn't know.
I try to have some leniency with kids who are like really younger.
Yeah.
Because somebody like, despite in the generation we live with like YouTube and access to the internet, I don't think it's super appropriate to just hound like kids for stuff. Like they don't know any better.
Yeah.
And even though they like when you get a little bit around like the preteen stage, yeah, they act like they know everything, but they don't know nothing.
No, they don't.
And it's our job, and I will say this all the time, it's our job as adults for the children around us to set a good example, teach them right and wrong, and let them know what's morally right and wrong, culturally right and wrong, and I hope that we give them enough tools to like make the right decisions when they grow up.
Yeah, and I think that's what's been lost in translation, because low-key, you guys spend more time with them than their parents do.
In a lot of cases, yeah.
Yeah.
Teachers are spending just as much or more time with kids than their parents.
Yep.
So
like, yeah, you can't be doing that. So basically, Florida teacher, I almost cussed. You messed up, bro.
Fudged up.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, goofy head ass.
Watch, a kid gonna get older, he gonna come find you. Like Taken.
Like Zod. I will find him. I will. Yeah, man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here.
It's definitely crazy out here. I got a story for like later. Like as we're about to wrap it up, because I heard some wild stuff yesterday.
Is it time to talk about the worst case outside of the United States right now?
Yes, bro. It was in Italy. Okay, so
tell me the story.
So, a judge, or I guess a panel, or whoever, acquitted 2 men of rape because they said the victim was too ugly to be raped. That's trash. That's horrible. In 2019, bro. If it was like 1941, bro, if it was 1919, even then I'd be like, damn, that's shitty. But like, I get it because we didn't have all the rights we have now. But bro, it's 2019, and then the part that like kills me about it is it was a panel of 9 women who acquitted them. Bro, how you gonna let women acquit 2 men of raping a woman? What kind of man? Nah.
I'm trying to figure out where this was at. Like
Italy. At least the trial was in Italy. I don't know where the guys or like the actual incident are from.
Hold up. 2 men. Hold up. I'm about to hit this. I'm about to hit this whole Google real quick.
Do it. Go for it.
Acquitted.
That shit was trash. Like, my
this is real. I'm about to read this.
Real, bro.
Italy's justice administration had ordered a preliminary inquiry into an appeal court ruling that overturned a rape verdict, in part of arguing that the woman who was attacked was too ugly to be a credible rape victim.
That's trash.
Wow. Okay, at least the reason why this story is being brought up right now is because they're trying to investigate why this was a thing.
Yeah.
The appeal sentence was handed down in 2017 by an all-female panel, but the reasons behind it only emerged publicly when Italian High Court annulled it on March 3rd in order of retrial. The Court of Cassation said Wednesday its own reason in ordering the retrial would be issued next month. 2 Peruvian men were initially convicted of 2015 for rape of a Peruvian woman, but the Italian courts overruled it because she was too ugly.
That's horrible.
That is the worst thing I've heard.
Ever. Like, in recent history.
Like, I mean, the U.S. justice system has been really fucked up lately, in my opinion. But
can't be doing that, bro.
Yeah. Y'all just can't be just giving up fuck reasons like that. Excuse my language.
I mean,
Italy, like, you can't be competing with America for worse charges. Like, y'all need to do better.
I don't have anything else to say. I said all I need to say on that because that was like,
let's put hands on everybody.
The worst. That was the worst thing ever.
Let's
do better.
Let's fight everybody, bro. Like, I feel like that's just, you got to redo your whole court system for that.
Yeah.
Rethink everything.
Fire him. Get him out of there.
Fire everybody. Fire the judge. Fire everybody who's on that jury. You get fucking 20 years of community service because you just don't serve your community correctly. Both lawyers, y'all got to do hard labor in the sun for 1,500 days. I'm just making up stuff at this point.
Got to turn everybody in that court system into like the North Korea justice system.
Oh,
Everybody getting sentenced to hard labor.
yeah, man. You can't do that to me no more.
Nah.
Let's talk about the man of the hour.
Myself.
No. Stop. You're the worst.
You're the worst.
You the worst. You the worst. Get the hell out of my universe. Redemption and second chances have long been superhero movie staples. And today it looks like life has imitated art. We learned that Disney has reinstated James Gunn as the writer/director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I confirmed it with Marvel and Gunn's camp. The decision to rehire Gunn after he was fired last July by Disney, after a alt-right journalist made public a few decade-old social media tweets, Disney decided that it was time to bring back Gunn after several public apologies that Gunn made.
No, Disney need to apologize too.
I think Disney... I wonder what the conversations... Hold up. I wonder what the conversations in the back, all the private conversations were.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so for everybody who doesn't know, James Gunn, director of Guardians 3. My old podcast, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Him getting fired. It was some really bad, cringy tweets from like 10 years ago.
Yep.
Honestly, don't look at my 10-year-old tweets, please.
But we did not have like the political correctness 10 years ago that we have today. Like gay slurs are the new N-word.
No.
Like, yes, they are. You get ostracized like no other.
Look, no one says don't say the F word, don't say the G word. Everyone says don't say the N word.
G? Gay?
I don't know.
That one's not that bad. It's the other one.
The F word?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it because I'm on a live recording.
I feel like that one's, man, I feel like that word is getting bad to you.
Nah, you can't compare that word with the N word.
I feel like you can, bro, because
I feel like you can't.
They'll outright.
Nah.
You look so sure about this.
You can't.
Bro, I'm just saying neither one is a good look.
Yeah, but nah.
It's borderline taboo now.
Nah.
You know what? Go ahead.
I mean, it's not good, and I would never say it with hate in my heart. But, bro, we be fighting people over the N-word. Like, we have had decades and decades of letting people not use the word. All the way to the point that we have a meme right now about giving people the N-word pass.
True. But, like,
I don't know.
History and severity aren't like, it's not like, oh, this word's been around longer, it's the worst word.
I don't feel like the N-word holds the same weight as the F word.
You know what? I don't know how we got to this conversation.
Yeah. We're losing ourselves here. But James Gunn just said some really just raunchy stuff back like 10 years ago. I think it was all the way to the point where he was talking about like a movie about baby murder. And I was just like, yeah, that's not cool, James. But Twitter was a different beast 10 years ago.
Yeah, bro. In 2009, things were way different.
And I think what I hated about the James Gunn thing was that everybody had something to say.
Yeah.
Yet everybody who was high in notoriety who said something about him, they could have just as easily, we could have went back and saw some things that they said in public.
Yeah.
Like Ted Cruz was like, well, if I had said something about baby murder and baby rape, I would lose my job. Why does James Gunn get to say things like this? Because James Gunn is not tasked to making America better based off of policies and politics. James Gunn makes movies. Yeah. And even though James Gunn's movies are very good and they're very inspiring and they're really amazing, he doesn't hold the same weight and precedence as like some of the crazy ass shit that the politicians be saying these days. In my opinion.
Yeah. I'm with you. I just hope he played hardball. I hope he got a fat raise.
I really feel like
back. I hope.
I really feel like the whole conversation. Okay, so like I was saying before, what was the talks in private? Because I feel like this happened too smoothly.
I feel like they fired him, and then in the process of trying to find another director, since Guardians is such like a wild and kind of out there property, they couldn't find anybody to handle it as well as James Gunn could.
Because, okay, when they fired him, they already told everybody that they were going to use the original script. They weren't going to rewrite the script because it would have been just perfect to use the script.
Yeah.
But I feel like this happened too smoothly.
Yeah.
I think Marvel said, hey, we're going to get rid of you right now, and we're going to let everything die down, and we're going to bring you back. Like, and we'll announce you coming back when publicity is very high for us. You got to know, they got rid of him pretty late last year. Yeah. I feel like it was after Infinity Wars dropped. They got rid of him.
I'm going to find out right now.
So I feel like they got rid of him pretty early. And they were just like, okay, we want to make sure that none of our movies, because Captain Marvel dropped, and Captain Marvel was like probably a coin flip. They couldn't handle the bad press.
It was on July of last year.
Okay, so midway last year. So it was after Endgame. Mm-hmm. No, after Infinity War.
Yep.
Yeah, Marvel was probably in a really fragile state right then and there. They didn't want to have the bad publicity outshine all of the stuff that was coming out later last year.
Yeah.
And getting ready for Captain Marvel and all that. So I kind of understand their power play. But I feel like they were always planning on bringing James Gunn back.
Yeah, that's true. When you point it up that way, I can kind of see it because, like, I feel like people care less right now because they're so hyped for Endgame.
Yeah, like Marvel could have told us, hey, we killed Mickey Mouse and we're replacing him with Oswald the Rabbit. And we would have just been like, Endgame. Is Oswald the Rabbit going to be in Endgame? That's all we care about.
Right. Does he get a cameo?
Does anyone know? If you don't know who Oswald the Rabbit is?
I don't know who Oswald the Rabbit is.
He's the other Disney mascot. If you go to California Adventure, you can get Oswald ears. He's just a rabbit. He's in that Wii game that...
So he's like a bootleg Bugs Bunny.
Pretty much.
Except he probably came first. I don't know who came first. I don't care.
Mickey came first, just to be honest. Oh, man, but I'm happy James Gunn is back. I really still hope that he does Suicide Squad 2.
I think he is still set up for that.
Which would be amazing. Kevin Feige is a pretty good sport, honestly. When Aquaman and Wonder Woman did good, someone was like, hey, how do you feel about Aquaman and Wonder Woman doing good in the box office? Kevin Feige said, and if anyone doesn't know, Kevin Feige is the head of Marvel Studios right now. He said, I don't really see a rivalry like fans and other people do.
Yeah.
I just see two good companies making great movies. And I'd be like, I feel that. I see that. I'm pretty sure for business purposes, they make people sign like exclusive deals. Like, hey, you're playing this high profile Marvel character. You can't play any DC character whatsoever.
Yeah. Probably. But I feel like you just need that healthy competition.
Yeah.
That's what capitalism is based off of, bro.
Yeah. I mean, despite how fucked up the system is sometimes, I feel like capitalism is pretty healthy for us. I'm not here to talk politics, though.
No.
Oh, man, bro.
But they were decent movies.
Wonder Woman, I finally got to watch Justice League a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And
it was all right. It was
cool.
there.
It was there with Age of Ultron.
It was better than Age of Ultron.
No.
Wonder Woman, I don't think is as good as everyone says it is, but it's not bad.
And I just haven't seen Aquaman yet.
Like, I'll give it like a 7, but people are like, man, that movie's great. Like, I'll watch it over and over again. I'm like, I guess.
There's not even a lot of Marvel movies that I can watch over and over and over again. Like, despite as much everyone loves it, I can't watch the first Avengers over and over and over again.
It's kind of dated now.
Yeah. Age of Ultron, I can watch Age of Ultron if I'm in like a really goofy mood. Like, I want to see these guys act goofy in a story that makes no sense at the time being. Okay, got Marvel movies that I can watch over and over again. I can watch Spider-Man: Homecoming and Civil War. I can watch Civil War all day.
Yeah, I could too.
Everyone loves Winter Soldier. I can't watch Winter Soldier over and over again.
I think I can. My brother definitely has, so it probably just rubbed off on me.
He is Captain America, honestly. Spider-Man: Homecoming I can watch over and over again.
Yeah.
I can't watch Black Panther more than once a fiscal quarter.
I'm with you. Unless I'm trying to get inspiration from my hair.
True.
Then I gotta go back to it.
I like Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is something that I could be like, hey, I want to watch something fun really quick. Well, something fun that feels like it's fast. Thor Ragnarok is up there for me.
Yeah.
And despite everyone not liking it, I love watching Ant-Man.
Yeah. Both Ant-Mans are fun, I think.
I haven't rewatched the Ant-Man and the Wasp just yet.
I haven't rewatched it either.
I'm pretty sure I have it on DVD. I'm pretty sure I bought it on Black Friday.
But I have fun watching it in the theater.
Despite no one liking it, I love watching Suicide Squad over again. Like, that's a rewatchable movie. Why not? I see you shaking your head. Why not, bro?
Nah, bro. It just wasn't for me. That's all. I remember I fell asleep at the part with Joker and the helicopters, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. This got all the way out of hand. I don't know how I feel about any of this.
You know what we should do next week?
What?
Best 3, worst 3. Superhero movie edition.
All right.
Because I think Shazam drops soon.
Yeah, in like a month, right?
Okay, so let's see what Shazam drops. Shazam
There is no need for all that.
Oh man, when does this drop? April 5th.
Couple weeks.
So actually next week would be perfect. We can watch. Oh no, we have 2 weeks. We have 2 episodes before Shazam drops.
Yep.
So I think next week we'll do top 3, bottom 3 superhero edition.
Yeah, and then after that we can do a review, our thoughts on him.
Shazam. Shazam.
Bro, you know what? I had such a funny story that I forgot to tell you yesterday while I was outside the barbershop.
Well, tell everybody right now.
So I told you about the guy who's doing weird stuff. One of the barbers dropped a chimichanga. This dude was like, nah, we ain't wasting food around here. Ate it off the ground, kissed the floor, did all this weird stuff. I was just like, I'm not rocking with this. I'm putting my headphones in. I'm playing on my phone. I didn't hear nothing he said. Nope. He was giving a sermon. But then this lady came up with her 3 kids, right? This light-skinned lady.
Yeah.
I mean, she was gifted in the behind area.
Bless.
And he was trying to holler at her, and she was not having it. And she kind of walked away and like did all this and that. And I told you about that too. And she just kind of walked off, came back when the barbershop opened. And this other guy comes up, right? And he was like, oh, she had it like that? Blah, blah. And he was like, bro, I don't care. He was like, as long as she's gifted back there, as long as her boobs are bigger than my nipples, I'm with it. And I was like, bro, I started cracking up.
Oh, no.
I was dying. That's why when I came home, I was like, yo, black people are just funny, bro.
I feel like barbershop niggas are just a different category.
It is. We got the sauce. It was hilarious. I was not expecting that. That man said,
I'm going to leave us off on this note. Barbershop niggas are a different breed than other black people. I'm letting you know. Like, nothing. Everything but nothing is sacred in the barbershop.
Bro, I'm just saying that wild man was eating stuff off the ground. Talking about I came from this earth. Talking about the sun gives him energy. Talking about some...
I mean, it does give you vitamin D.
Talking about some... You need to eat kosher or not at all. Just eat like apes, fruits, and vegetables and stuff. And I was just like, bro, it's too early in the morning for all this.
No, I'm good off that, fam.
I don't even like going to church. I didn't need this sermon. Like, you said you was fresh out of prison. I'm cool off this.
I feel like you can't trust nobody who's just fresh out of prison who's preaching. I'm not feeling it. It's not my motif.
I ain't never been around nobody that's fresh out of prison, so I don't know. But the way he was acting, I'm cool, bro. I'll stick to regular life.
Oh man, guys, I think that's it. I think that's it for the week.
All right.
A little short for y'all, but you know what? We love and appreciate y'all each and every day.
Yep.
Oh man, so let's do some plugs. Let's do some plugs. If you have a topic, next week we're gonna probably talk about best three, worst three superhero movies. I think I'm gonna have to do a lot of like binge watching this week.
Do it.
Does animated movies count too?
I will not be here for you. I will not be here for you. I will not rewatch anything. I'm feeling wild, so I took this out. I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah, please be careful because you can hear all everything.
Everything. You guys are probably gonna hear my stomach growling the whole time.
Oh God.
I need some lunch.
I think we can do. The rules for next week will be anything live action or animated.
But I haven't seen any animated movies, so I'm just gonna be at a disadvantage there.
No, that's okay. It's personal. It's your personal best three and worst three.
All right. I almost gave one away because I just remembered I have seen one animated one, and I'm not going to.
So if you guys have anything suggesting for us to watch during the week, put that comment down below. I want to hear you talk. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to listen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications because we'll be uploading more and more as we go along. And follow us on the Four Planet Podcast on Instagram. Send us stories. Send us things that we can enjoy to watch and
Be interactive.
be interactive with us.
We want to talk to you as much as you want to talk to us, hopefully.
He doesn't even like talking to people when he's down.
I love people when I want to.
Okay, Dio. Yeah, that's something we're going to talk about in about 2 weeks.
All right.
Got to talk about JoJo.
I feel like I did much better today. My voice didn't crack that much.
I feel very proud
I
of you.
feel better. I don't need a tissue straight afterwards or a hot shower. I'm feeling great.
So you guys know what to do. Hit our social media. All the links are going to be down below. Leave us a comment about your favorite superhero movies and all that good stuff. And we love and appreciate you.
Yep. See you guys next week.
See you next week. Peace.
Bye.
I'm done with you.